Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy. Serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at www.justintimeaccessories. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out. Just in Time Accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. Everything is only $5. You can catch Tayama on Facebook Live at Tayama Copeland, or you can find her at
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL Family and Friends. Welcome. Again, this is Black History Month, so shout out to all the pioneers, the innovators, the individuals that are of color that have made a change in the past, present, and future. Black History Month. Listen, again, I just want to welcome everybody to the show. And if you're new here, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. It's free. Statistics shows that about 80% of the viewers are viewers, but not yet subscribers. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because once again, it's free. Comment below, and we'll read your comments loud on this air and respond accordingly. And of course, hit that thumbs up, which is the like button. We appreciate that so much. And as I often say, I can't do this show without my tribe, my family, my friends, my brothers and sisters from other mothers. So I'm joined tonight by none other than the very beautiful, the very bright, the very lovely Tyson's mama, Miss Tayama Sweetness.
Hello, everybody.
How you doing?
Good.
You doing okay today?
Yes.
I like
Sleeping.
your hair. I like your
Thank
hair.
you. Thank you.
Yes. Long
Trying
hair
something
don't.
different, something different.
Okay.
Part down the middle for long faced women that ain't a go to, but it's working.
They can still pull it from the back.
I've not started with you today.
Okay, yeah. Pull it from the back and throw it from the back.
Damn.
Listen, Linda. I'm joined by also none other than my other nasty mouth friend, my brother, my little big brother, the Charlotte Doo-Wop himself, Mr. Legacy the Great. Come on with your nasty mouth.
Oh my God. ATL.
Are you in the dark with shades on?
I'm not in the dark. You see the light behind me, don't you?
Boy, bye. You in the dark with shades on.
I'm not in the dark.
I call him
You
blind
chocolate, but
Jelly.
you not that chocolate. Oh, you doing
He's
candlelight.
caramel.
Who you doing candlelight for?
Me.
He's caramel.
You know what? I can't.
You got to treat you. You got to enjoy you.
Oh, you beating at me. Okay. Let me mind my business. Let me mind all my business.
That's for his OnlyFans page.
Oh, Lord.
You know what? You done said that one too many times. Let me go look up Shorty Doo Wop.
Oh,
I'm a subscribe Legacy.
You ain't gonna find no OnlyFans page.
you want to see your brother?
Just like this.
That's too close to the screen. You got to go way back.
Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Hey, look. And I'm going to go tell Mama.
Okay.
I'm going to get some
But
blackmail material.
okay, listen. I had to call on one more person. You know what I'm saying? Somebody with some voluptuous cakes. Martha Stewart thought she had the secret recipe, but I said, "Bitch, stop! Hell no! Back seat, back of the bus, Martha. Sorry, we need voluptuous cakes, the kind of cakes that when you smack it, it just give it that ripple effect. The kind that you put your face in it and just go. You know what I'm saying? We need those cakes that Sarah Lee ain't got, Dr. Hines ain't got shit up on it. We got juicy cakes.
Lord have mercy. Blessings, everybody. I'm going to say to Tiam, don't forget to
Hey,
look back
juicy
at it.
cakes.
Hey. It
Yeah,
says
look
don't
back
That
forget to
at
part.
it.
look
That's
back
That
right.
at
part.
it.
That
Y'all,
part. That part.
y'all are
Yes, yes.
intense. Legacy, don't go in
Because
the
Juicy's
dark
driving.
now. We want to see the facial expressions.
She said, look back at it.
Oh,
Now,
goodness. Mm-mm. Y'all had me rolling back there waiting.
Y'all good wholesome people on this show talking like this.
amen.
Listen, I'm so glad I was not a part of all of that because, oh my goodness.
Cause she would have acted up too.
Whew, we would never know.
Okay. So welcome, my
But
beautiful cast members.
thank you for having us.
Yes, yes, yes. Listen, how many of y'all watched the Super Bowl Sunday?
What did you say, Tony?
How many of y'all watched the Super Bowl this Sunday?
I watched the Super Bowl halftime 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, I tuned in just to watch the halftime show. I had the game on, but I really wasn't paying that much attention. And then when the halftime show came on, I watched the halftime show in its entirety. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about the halftime show, let me tell y'all about, is the fans were actually making a big issue about Alicia Keys and Usher all booed up doing their performance, and they're trying to make an issue about it. And they wanted Swiss Beats, which is Alicia Keys' husband, to chime in a negative way towards Usher, trying to create some bullshit. So Swiss Beats ain't have no problem with it.
That
They
man
went,
know all that ass was coming home to him. He didn't give a damn.
you know what I'm saying? So read that for us, Juicy.
Y'all talking about the wrong damn thing. Y'all don't see that amazing dress covering the entire stadium? Tonight's performance was nothing but amazing with two amazing giants. Congrats. I can't see the other part. Oh,
Usher
Usher
and My
and My
Love.
Love. That song is a classic. We don't do negative vibes on this side. We make history. Go see Giants at the Brooklyn Museum. It's open until July. Blessings.
He ain't
That's
steal your word, did he, Kate?
You know what? I'm changing it. Tomorrow is a new phase, a new journey. And we don't want to be blessed. We don't want any more lessons. I want blissful moments from here on out. So I ain't
Blissful
say
moments. That's
blessed.
what we're saying. Blissful moment.
Yes, I'm gonna just say bliss.
Okay.
Now
So
let's
is
see
it
if somebody copy that.
okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, what do y'all think about the overall halftime performance? And do you think it should have been an issue with Swiss Beats and Usher?
No, I don't think it should have been an issue. And
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
I don't think so either. It was just a performance, and they're good friends.
They are entertainers and they entertained well together. The chemistry was on point. It didn't look like lust, anything like that. It looked like we here
Like,
to
someone
give
was
a
saying, like, we
good
as humans,
show.
we sexualize everything.
Everybody, not just them two, everybody who came out on that stage was there to perform with Usher. They were
Yes.
there for the night. They were there for that moment. They were there. They weren't there for nothing other than that. But it was good. I like how they put Palm Beach on the map, though.
Now they put ATL on the map.
No. That's what he think the world might think. But Usher gonna have to get a little inbox letting them know we started that shit.
And then
They
I like the
still
part
don't know
with
nothing
the
about
skates.
scrubbing the ground.
I knew it was coming out with those skates.
That man when he landed on his head. No, from the beginning. Now, one thing I was displeased with were the poles.
The stripper poles.
Yes, because it's a wholesome show.
Because Atlanta's known for that.
Say this one more time.
Atlanta is known for that, so he's putting Atlanta
No.
on the map.
I get Atlanta is known for that, but that halftime show, the Super Bowl, is a family affair, and we have to, no matter what. Atlanta is also known for Patti LaBelle pies, and they weren't out there eating no pies.
Stop it.
Ain't no stop it. They known for chicken and waffles, and we ain't seen
Stop
no
it.
chicken dance.
Stop it. Atlanta ain't known for no Patti LaBelle pies. Patti LaBelle got known from that dude that Tony showed the show that was singing about her pies that didn't get any credit from Patti LaBelle, that he almost sued Patti LaBelle to get him some royalties and rights to that song and to the credit of what he brought to her pies. Her pies wasn't doing a damn thing in Atlanta before that.
Well, okay. Then Atlanta known for Gladys Knight in the Pips restaurant. Then how about that? What you gonna say
Can't
about
knock
that?
you on that.
Okay.
Give it to him, Juicy. Let him know you ain't coming to play tonight.
Nah, not about Atlanta, because they stole Palm Beach dances.
I'm gonna say for me, it was I don't know. I as a husband, I couldn't, my entertainer or not. I've seen so many great actors and actresses not cross those lines in movies and things because they are still representing their significant other. They could have still done just an eloquent performance without all of that. Now, if she got an understanding from her husband before the show, and Swiss Beats and her had that understanding, because at the same time, as Tony just said, that this was a wholesome scenery. This was a wholesome moment. Kids and everybody's out there. You're delivering a vision and an image of something to people who may not know and understand that you have this understanding with your husband. And Usher got married over the weekend also. So there had to be an understanding with him and his new wife as well that this is how they were going to be performing. But the message that goes through most people's heads is just like what everybody was tweeting about, twerking about, just being angry about, is that the perception of what you saw was you didn't give a damn if you both was married or not. You wanted to do what you wanted to do. And the dances were provocative. There was
And we
nothing in it.
didn't because the millions hit our bank account, baby. Oh.
Right. I mean, like I say, the first thing that I say, as long as you got that clear understanding with your significant other, but the image that it portrays outside of that understanding to the world is here's a married woman and here's a married man. And this is remember that video we showed a while back, Tony, it was last year. And we had the dude Chance the Rapper.
Right.
And Chance the Rapper was in Jamaica at a dance hall show. And he had a dancer.
No, he was at a festival. It was
It's
no
the
money
same thing.
involved.
It's the
No,
same
no,
thing.
it's not. No,
It's
it's
the same
not.
thing. And
No,
at the
it's
end of the
not.
day, nobody cared.
Legacy, you
Nobody
reaching.
cared
You're
that that
reaching.
man's wife already had an
You're
understanding
reaching.
that he was going to be there dancing. And everybody
Let
wanted
me
to know,
tell
well,
you,
why would he be
it is a total
misrepresenting his wife
difference
like
of
this?
getting $1 million and something
It
check.
doesn't
Then
matter.
you
It's
got
about
your free ball ass
representation.
out there with some random that is
It's
thirsty
about
trying to get
representation
a
either
check.
way you look at it.
Nah,
Man,
But
if they
you
like
go
I
ahead
said,
reaching.
and
one of the main things I
propose
said in the
and
beginning
leave it to
was
the
if they
people
got
of
an understanding,
nation,
if they got an
if they
understanding, then
gonna
that's
have
fine with me.
stripper poles, it was one step away from a wardrobe malfunction. It will be spoken about for the
By the
months,
masses for years.
masses for years. It was not. It was a nothing moment that has people talking good publicity.
Good publicity.
You know what? The thing about it is, this shows how feeble-minded people really are.
Yes.
Because people with no insecurity issues, people with understanding, they're not looking at that in that way. Because when I saw them two dancing, I didn't think, ooh, they a couple, they shouldn't be. I saw performance like Dancing with the Damn Stars. They be rolling and them people complete strangers. It's entertainment.
Yeah, I just saw it as
That was
entertainment.
Say that again, Tony.
Yeah, I just saw it as entertainment. I didn't see anything wrong with it at all. Because I mean, as an entertainer, as a celebrity, you're on stage to try to sell the image, sell the song, sell what you're selling. And if the song is talking about your boo, hey Don Allen, if the song is talking about your boo, you want to sell the image of your boo.
And I think he that was a hit song that they had together. Good
Right.
evening. However, he brought her out first by herself singing her song. So that already set the tone that she comes to perform.
Right.
So to me, all they should be looking at is this performer. I think that set it at a different pace of she there to come be booed up and do what to do. She came to perform. If we gonna sit there and scrutinize and toothpick this halftime show, what ATL known for, triple poles, that was unappreciated. Period.
Definitely. I mean, I didn't, to be honest, like I said, and I meant what I said, I didn't watch nothing about the Super Bowl. I didn't watch the halftime show. I didn't watch the game. I ain't watch no commercial. I was not going to waste my time watching a fixed game. So I didn't give my energy to the game or the halftime show.
Tiama, did you have any input? Because you haven't said anything about it.
I did, but it was a great performance. If that was my man or my woman, I would have been like, get that check.
Well, speaking of getting that check, actually, they do not get paid to do the halftime.
Nope, they sure don't.
However,
what they hell nah.
is an opportunity
for all their exposure.
Right, and guess
but
what?
They already got all the exposure, so what more exposure would those two get?
No wonder Jay-Z say, I don't need the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl needs me.
It's like marketing in your new position.
But
it's all about more.
How about this? Usher just put on a halftime show with snippets. He didn't even sing any of his damn songs. He did snippets of each song that he knows people gonna want to see, and he showed out on every one of them. And he got a concert coming up where he doing double bookings in most major cities. It's 2 nights.
And he dropped the album the same night as the Super Bowl. So for those who didn't know who Usher was, they Googled him, and guess what they saw? His new album.
His new album. So and that's what I mean by people, man, y'all gotta stop taking showers if the water got that much fluoride that making you just not think straight. Cause this ain't right that we gonna go attack people about the money. That's like pure haterade.
That's like me going on
comments, but I'm glad I didn't, cause
that's like me going on there saying them telling me, look, we're not gonna give you no money, but you can talk about exotic oil masters for 30 seconds for free. Look at the exposure. I'm jumping on it.
Now I want to tell you, Kanye West is a motherfucking genius. He invested $7 million in an ad and made $19 million. But tell me why.
Yeah, those commercials were $7 million each.
Tell me why we got Israel commercials during the Super Bowl. Like, let's talk about some real stuff.
But they paid $7 million.
Tell me why the NFL wants $7 million death.
The NFL just wants $7 million from damn near anybody who can afford to pay it. That's why.
What you say? Because this is dead money. I don't fuck with you.
They ain't care what the commercial was. Just bring us your $7 million and the check.
$7 million. I don't care.
The check better not bounce. Matter of fact, we don't want to check. Transfer the money from your account to my account
now.
So maybe the agenda of the show was, y'all come on, but y'all got to be boo things. You know, you got to give that show. And then when you say, were they aware? I believe everybody was aware. The performance was on point. They've been performed and rehearsed. They worked too hard.
I ain't gonna say that. Because when Alicia Keys first came out, I thought she was hoarse or something was wrong with her voice.
Well, I think she hasn't sung in a while. And that's what I mean by he was bringing everybody out. Because was that CeeLo Green?
No, that was Jermaine Dupri. That was Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, now that's what I did hear. I did hear how big Jermaine Dupri had.
Oh my God, with them little girl ruffle socks on, I was dead.
His head got big.
Y'all, Kamal said. Kamal said the commercials are based off of
girl ruffle socks.
Prices are based on the anticipated amount of viewers.
Yes. No, you talk about the size. That's why I thought it was CeeLo Green, because he was performing in concert.
Jose,
CeeLo Green ain't got nothing to do with the era Usher.
No, but he from the 80s.
That was Jermaine Dupri.
I thought it was about Atlanta.
Girl, that was Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah, that was Jermaine Dupri. Everybody was talking.
And work out with her.
And let me tell you, they went after Usher, but they didn't go after this grown something ass man in these little schoolgirl ruffle socks. I'm dead.
Who?
Jermaine Dupri.
Had on the top.
He had on a whole school uniform with some penny loafers and some damn ruffle church kid socks.
That was his Easter Sunday outfit.
Easter Sundays at its finest, okay?
Jermaine Dupri has a Leprechaun movie coming out.
I didn't know what was going on with that, baby. I was dead. I was flatlined right there.
Jose said he thought the halftime show was great.
Yeah, me
Hey,
too.
It
hey, y'all,
was.
let me say something before we move forward. I want to take this opportunity to apologize if I may have offended Jose the other last Friday with the words that I said blind, crippled, or crazy. Um, it was insensitive and I was wrong. So asking for forgiveness from you, Jose, and I hope that we can move forward. You know, I do get a little bit mouthy, and I was wrong.
I was on the show, but I think I missed that.
You
Like,
and me both, sister.
cause you know what? I'm blind and I'm crippled and I'm crazy. So if anybody should have took offense, that's motherfucking me. Give me my apology too, nigga.
Listen here, this show here is not for people with paper tissue feelings or whatever the hell they be saying. So moving
Tissue
on.
paper feelings. And
Yeah,
that is definitely true, sis. But
And I'm gonna say
I,
thank you for that apology. But
because
now
there's
you
been some stuff that I wanted to say,
apologize.
and I just got off before I let it rip.
you know,
Apologize.
most of the time, like I say, you know,
You apologize, the fuck?
us four here are conditioned. And again, we love having Donovan and Jose on because they bring a different element to the show. But you know,
You do?
you have to be able to.
I'm sorry.
And Jose never said anything to me about me offending him. I felt it, and I also, you know, you have to always reevaluate yourself and your words, because words are like swords. You know, you can cut somebody to the quick, and sometimes you can't redact or retract those words. So again, as a man and man to man, even if you didn't think that it was what when you see what I told you that when I said blind, crippled, or crazy, I had a few people tell me and made me reflect on what it was that I said and thought that it was insensitive. Obviously, me saying that wasn't something that bothered you. It bothered other people the same way it bothered Swiss Beat, or fans thought that dancing with Alicia Keys would have bothered Swiss Beat. But it's nice to know that you didn't look at that offensive. Uh, but I still apologize.
Okay. And moving right along. Listen, I always have an inspirational word for us, or at least I try to. I found one from Pastor Mike Todd, this young man from Transformation Church. I found him, and so anything care to say something? Well, I spoke to Legacy on last week, Jose, pertaining to the issue, and a couple of, like he said, a couple other people spoke to him as well. So I already spoke to Legacy directly, and that's partly, in part, why he's doing the public apology. Well, like I said, we just want to move on, and I'll talk to you more about it on the phone, Jose, if we need to. But anyway, I got an inspiration from Mike Todd, which is a pastor that I follow. He's the pastor of Transformation Church. I believe it's out of Oklahoma. I could be wrong, but I think it's out of Oklahoma. But check this out.
The one thing that I found out in my life is that God doesn't bless who you pretend to be. Ooh. He blesses who you really are.
Oh my goodness.
And a lot of people are trying to put on a facade of who they really want to be. And I'm telling them, if you're honest with where you are right now, that's the only way you can move to where you really want to be.
Okay.
Now I'm from the Midwest. So I don't know how to get to every place, so I put it in the GPS. The first thing the GPS asks you is, can I use your location? Okay. And I think too many people are saying they're somewhere that they're not. And if they could actually, in 2024, say, you know what, I want to go to somewhere different, but I got to be honest about where I am right now.
Okay.
Hey, man. Stop lying about who you are. Can't be nobody but yourself. But listen, I have a topic here. Men and women, listen to this topic real good. I'm showing this video and we're going to talk about it. We're going to get deep into this conversation. And do you feel that certain things about your body, male or female, should be discussed with your significant other, your partner, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, whether it's husband and wife, whatever? Do you think certain things should be discussed with your partner prior to you doing things like a woman getting breast implants or taking out breast implants, or men getting chest enhancements, or liposuction, or vasectomy, or any type of things that can affect the other person's, whether it's a visual thing or whether it's a sexual thing or whatever? Do you feel that certain discussions should be made prior to doing the actual thing? So I'm going to show this video. We're going to listen to this video. It's about it's lengthy. It's 5 minutes. So we're going to check this video out, and then we're going to jump right into this discussion.
Oh, you gotta watch this.
So I want you to tell the people what you just told me. You just got your tubes tied without even talking to me about it. Why would you do that?
I mean, we already have, we have children, technically they're not
Those not my biological kids.
I know they're not yours, but, you're a great father figure to them.
I can be a great father, but I want to be a great father to my own actual child. My biological child. I want an actual child of my own that I could say that is really my own.
I mean, that's valid, but at this point, the decision has been made. And
what you mean the decision has been made? Why wouldn't you talk to me about it first? I mean, why would you just up and do it?
I don't even have a ring on my finger, so it's just what's the point in that? I feel like
you don't got a ring on your finger, but you in this house though.
Okay, and?
What you mean? What's going on?
I mean, it's just
yes, I could be a great father, but what's going on?
A rash decision, but the decision is final, and I feel good with what I did. Don't make me feel bad or try to.
Well, why wouldn't you talk to Why wouldn't you talk to the person you're supposed to be spending your life with?
I mean, it was just
about a situation that permanent.
I mean, I've been talking to family members, and I already have children. I know I don't want to have any more.
But
children,
I don't have a child, so you genuinely just thinking about yourself.
I mean,
is what you're telling me.
That's how you feel.
How it feel? I'm telling you how it is.
But that's not it. I just have a lot going on. I don't want to have any more children. I'm fine. We can barely. I'm trying to make ends meet with my situation right now.
Make ends meet.
It just doesn't make sense.
We are a team. We are a collective. But why wouldn't you actually talk to me about something that permanent?
We're talking about it now.
No, this is what. No, hold on. You talking about it now? No.
You have a decision to make. You can either stay or you can leave.
Oh, I'm definitely leaving.
All right, bye.
I'm definitely leaving, but why would you make that type of decision? When you understand I was seeing her in these kids' lives, and I was seeing her, why would you make a decision that permanent, not even talking to me about it, not knowing if I want a child of my own? Why would you think that's fair in a relationship like this? But you laying on the bed that I paid for.
I mean, the bed not even that comfortable.
So you don't want to be here? It's better than living on the street?
I mean, that's okay.
Oh, you'd rather do that? Why would you make a decision like that?
I mean, it was I talked to a lot of people before I made it. Granted,
how you don't talk to your man though?
Yeah, that's okay. I see the fault.
You see him talking to all these other folks. You ain't talking to your man though. Why does that? Why does that even matter?
It's my body at the end of the day.
It's your body.
Children, that's what it is.
No, I don't have a child that is mine. Well, that is biological mine. That is not fair.
But you already stepped up to the plate. You do a great job, and this is where I'm at.
No, that's not fair. I'm gonna be honest. You tripping, and you big tripping. And to be honest, we won't be able to continue this.
We already got 2 kids. Times are rough.
Yeah, times are real rough.
The inflation. It's just so much.
Yes, but you could have said talk to me about it. You could have told me about this.
You can't afford a child.
I can't afford a child? Do you not see where you're staying at? Yes, we just won't be able to continue this. We won't be able to stay in a relationship. You're going to have to do it on your own now because guess what? You seen her make a decision this permanent.
I just broke up with you and now you breaking up with me. Come on now.
All I can say is, wow. Why didn't she just break up with him? I mean, you don't have children together, as you said. And he asked pretty much every question that I would have asked. That was so foul. That was messed up. But he's like, we supposed to be a partnership. Why is it that she can talk to other people and not talk to him? This is a major decision that involves him. She took it upon herself to go get her tubes tied. Granted, people would be like, that's her body. She can do what she wants. Yeah, she could have broke up with him and done that. Not let him find out and then cop an attitude and be like, well, this is my decision. You be a grown up, get off the bed that he paid for, and pack your stuff and your children and get out. What if that was you? Let's put the shoe on the other foot. Just think about it. You with this man, you so in love. You might not have your finances might not be where you would like them to be, but hey, you making it work. You're a partnership, right? So this man moves you in. He has children that he has custody over. All right, you love that man. You love his children, but they're not your children. You're thinking one day I'm going to be a mom. He's a good dad. Then you find out he had a vasectomy. And not only that you found out he had a vasectomy, he says, oh, but we have children. These are your children. No, those are not my children. Those are your children. I want my own. I want my own child. And that's what he's saying. I love you. And because of you, I love your children. But I want my own. Is that too much to ask? She should have broke up with him before letting him find out like this, because that was so messed up. She was like, I don't have no ring on my finger, but even before you have a ring on your finger, you should have that conversation about children. Do you want children? If I want children and you don't want children, then we're not meant to be. Drop your comments. Let me know what you think, because this is so foul. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe. Let's get this conversation started. Woo!
Let's talk about it. Just like the commentator said, this was very foul of her, and in my opinion, very disrespectful. Because I feel that that's a conversation that should have been had prior to, like Chantel said, one of the viewers, she was saying that's what you get when you're playing house. If you're playing house, that means y'all don't even know each other. Shannon, right here, Chantel said that's what playing house gets you. I guess obviously they don't know each other. Obviously not, because prior to moving you in, I'm gonna find out if you want children, because I'm gonna let you know I want to have children.
But Tony, listen. Let me show you how. Now, I mean, this is a serious topic, but let me show you how she just wanted a lane and a way to be able to break off the relationship. When she went to have that procedure done, if they live together, that takes time for her to heal. So where was he in the process of her going through that procedure and her coming home having to miss work and coming home and not being able to do the things that she normally do? So when you look at the story, either she's lying to him that she had this procedure because she knew he wanted kids and she knew that this will cause a breakup so she can move on, or she just don't want to be with it no more, and so she needs a lie. She needs something to be able to walk out the door and say, this is why we broke up, because I told him I had a procedure to not, or I got my tubes tied. And at the end of the day, from what I've gathered over the years, if you are married and a woman has a child from you, a doctor does not supposed to initiate a tube tying or burning or snipping unless it was, especially if you're married, unless it was verified and okay by both parties.
And they're not married, because she said I don't have a ring on.
And so she's not married. And so at that moment, I just looked at it from there saying that she just wanted a way out of the relationship. Because at the end, if you listen to what she said, how are you on here breaking up with me when I just broke up with you? The initiation of me getting my tubes tied or telling you that was for the breakup.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do about because she didn't listen. She didn't give a damn. She told him. She told him in so many ways that he wasn't doing shit outside of being a great babysitter. She told him, "You are a great father." She told him, but you can barely take care of yourself. You can barely take care of these bills. So to me, he has become beneath her, and she can't see herself with him anymore because she's having to go through a struggle process with him when she's probably already dealing with somebody else on the side who is promising her more.
Welcome to the show, Jose.
Or
Hi
maybe
guys.
she wanted her tube side to not be stuck with no damn kids again and not
Uh,
get a ring.
Now that I heard Legacy said what he did, I I think that he's right and that that possibly is a staged video
But
because
we're
he's
not
right. How
concerned
could he
with
not
No,
tell?
stage.
it could be staged,
It
but
How
stage
can
we're
he
don't
not
saying
act.
tell?
it's women that do
It
that
can be staged
selfishness
or
every
act. We're
day.
just looking at what's the
Okay,
meaning
okay,
behind
okay,
it.
okay. And I think it's a conversation about having children that never happened, and she went ahead and did whatever she wanted to do. It's unfortunate. Because normally this is something that probably a guy would do and not a girl. I mean, I'm just saying that it sounds like she had a good man that was sensible and intelligent and wanted to have the conversation regardless of what the outcome was, and he never got a chance to have that conversation. She took that away from him. Whether she was going to like what he was going to say or not, she at least should have given him a chance to discuss it, and she didn't.
But do you agree, Jose, that the conversation should have been had prior to moving her in?
That's why I said when I made that comment that it was a conversation about having children that probably did not happen before or after. It never happened. This is something that he should have asked her. Do you want to have kids? Because if he wants to have kids, I mean, that should have been a conversation that should have happened before she did that.
Hmm.
Regardless, because if she knows that he wants kids, at least she can say, you know what, it would be another thing against her. I'm sorry, because he would say, "I told you I wanted to have kids. We had this conversation," but that doesn't come up in that video. So I just think that she just doesn't care. Some guys can have really nice. Some guys are nice, and some girls are not nice, and the other way around too. Some guys are not nice. There's always something. Unfortunately, and the fact that she made it sounded a little um, m- angry about the fact that she wasn't married to him.
I was gonna say
Like
she
she brought
sounds
that
kind
up.
of bitter. Maybe she's been bringing up all along. I'm not married. When are we getting married? Are you gonna propose to me? Are we gonna are we gonna walk down the aisle? So maybe her focus was getting married, and his focus was having a child.
And
Um,
I can see the issue, the security issue. I can see that. I can see a woman saying, you know what, I already have kids with someone that didn't work out with, and now this guy wants to have kids, and whether he leaves her or not, there is a little bit of a sense of security in putting the ring on the finger. I get that
But
too. So
but let me ask this question: how many times do we see people who are getting married and are still getting divorced, and you have to still leave with the kid? So that doesn't change the dynamic.
No, but what she could
but
be
that's not what
saying
we're
is
saying.
when it's good, before you have that kid, it be real good. Then you have that kid, then dude on some other shit. Now I'm stuck with not only these two, his kid, and we not
Yours.
together.
But we understand that, but that can still happen the same way if you're married.
Trick me, but if my tubes is tight, we just gonna be fucking like we making a
That's
baby
that's
and just
that's
having the
that's why
fun.
the whole thing about it is these conversations need to be held first, because if you lock yourself in with someone and these type of conversations are not being held, you leave here like that young man is leaving there heartbroken and hurt. And
Okay,
it could have
but
been the other way around, where the woman could have left their heart broken and hurt. And because we're waiting for the last moment to have these type of conversations. So no, these conversations have to be I'm talking about off the cuff. As soon as you date, hey, you want fucking kids?
Let me
No,
tell
I
you,
don't
you could
want no
tell
more.
by
Yeah,
the way
well
he
I
was
do. Then we
talking to
don't need
her
to talk no more.
legacy that he did tell her he wanted kids. You could tell by their conversation that
Yes.
she knew that that man wanted some kids.
Right.
But
see
in her
the
heart of
point that I
hearts,
was
she seemed damaged just by the way she was talking. She had no emotion or no feeling if the dude
exactly.
was
She
gonna
didn't
leave
care.
because
Yeah,
in her mind, it has been a cycle with her. She have a baby, dude jet. She could be going real good, then you get pregnant. He feel you gonna always be that booty that he could come back to. So a lot of women get real like I don't know. It was selfish. That part was selfish. Cause even
yeah.
if I'ma do it, I'ma let you know I'm finna do it.
So what
I
this
agree
shows
with
is,
you.
go ahead. So what this shows is,
You got to have the
it,
conversations.
you got to have a conversation,
You have
and
to have them.
even though you've been hurt and damaged,
Doesn't
See,
mean
the
it can
thing
happen
of it
again.
is your hurt and your damage is a past experience that you should not keep reliving. We're the only
exactly.
creatures on earth that continue to inflict self-inflicted pain by reliving in past situations. In her
Amen.
present existing moment, she is with a man and he already communicated he wanted a child. She's wrong. That right there should end everything on the grounds of her and deceit.
Yep.
Now, getting your tubes tied is an outpatient procedure, so it could have very well been something that she scheduled, went and had it done, and went home because it's a general anesthesiology that's needed. And so it might be staged and it might not be. The thing of
Right.
it is that no matter what, it's still a surgery, and there's a recuperation process that even like no sex. That's something that you need to be speaking to your spouse about because now he about to not only have children, but he ain't gonna get no coochie too. That's not right.
Yeah.
Not right.
But I mean, it's a horrible situation. But the only thing that hurt more than anything is her non-empathy. She had no empathy or sympathy for this man. And when she said, I mean, for me, when she
She could
said, "Go ahead, Kate."
she could have came back with I'll swallow them all.
A what?
No, but even if you get your tubes tied, it could be reversed.
It
So
can be.
so prove
But
yourself as a man, and then we could talk about untying these. Until then, baby.
But he
But
has
even
proven,
then,
but he has proven himself as a good man because he takes care of her kids. He
And
listen.
she said,
Let
he
me
pays
tell
all
you,
the bills,
he says that he's good to her kids. Then
right?
she turned around and told his ass he can't afford a kid. So I
The
don't
house is his.
understand.
The house is his house because he moved her in,
yes, she was homeless.
right?
so it to me it sounds like this is a sensible guy. Like he's not playing around. Like he's serious. And but at the same time, she seems to want to get married. I'm sorry. I just think that she's trying to like
Ugh.
she just
And
wants to
that's
get
not the
married.
way to push somebody into marrying you.
Of course
If
Exactly.
not.
he don't want to marry you, boo, he don't want
Of
to
course
marry
not.
you.
But I don't. But Kate, I didn't think that
Still a conversation needed to be
oh,
had.
the man openly let her know and let us know through the video he loves her. His
Love
intentions.
her and marrying her are two different
Hold on, I'm
things.
finna get to it. His intentions may
How do you
be,
know?
I'm going to
I'm
marry you,
divorced.
huh?
He asked me how I know. I said I'm divorced.
Listen, Kate, his intentions may be to marry her, but he may want to get to a different financial bracket. And he wasn't asking in the video for her to get pregnant today. He said, I wanted to be able to have kids with you. I love you. He didn't say today at this moment, maybe at a better place when they're more financially stable. But in his mind, he's investing in the future with her.
Then she should have educated him and let him know, oh, that hasn't stopped. Right now, she could have flipped it. I don't want to pollute my body with birth control, so I'm gonna use this as a natural method. And when you're ready and we're ready, we can reverse it.
Now I got to come up with
So in
$10,000 to
other words, Juicy
$15,000
got
Oh,
to
game,
get your
CPS
tooth.
y'all.
too.
Juicy got
Whoa, whoa,
game.
whoa!
That's
One
all
at a
y'all
time.
Oh,
need to
game
know.
for days. Gang.
Juicy got
Listen, that shit would have
game.
rolled off my back, and I'd have told her get the fuck on.
To the left, to the left.
Get the fuck on.
All right, I lost you all.
Now you Juicy crazy. Juicy crazy.
Let me
Juicy
tell you,
never above you
but just so
crazy.
you know, that game, her game is on point though.
Listen, listen, you can keep them motherfuckers tied. You can take your goddamn elevator and let it drop down on your goddamn fallopian tubes for all I care. All I know is at this moment, you got to get the fuck on. You and your two
This
children got
is
to get the fuck on today, right now,
this is why
in
you
an
get.
instant.
This is why you end up
And
apologizing
hold
on the
on,
next
and
show.
You
in my
see?
brother's word,
This is
in
how
my
you end up
brother's word,
apologizing
I've
on the
been waiting a
next
long
show.
time to use this,
Was it?
but in
Is it
my
Friday?
brother's
The next
word,
show?
do do
Dudo.
Judo.
now.
Yes,
Man.
Dudo.
Who's DP?
Mm-mm-mm.
And she probably got two boys, and his side have boys. She doing a Tayama. I refuse to get another boy.
Welcome Donovan to the show.
Listen,
Welcome
bro, the
Donovan.
first thing I'm asking niggas, I'm not even lying to you. On your side of the family, y'all got a lot of girls or boys? They say boys, listen here, I'm uninterested. I'm be having kids way into my 50s. I'm not
When
interested.
when I got serious, when me and my wife got serious about our relationship, she told me she
Mm-hmm.
couldn't have kids. She couldn't have kids.
Wait,
Um,
she waited till you got serious to tell you?
you know what I mean? When you start, when
No,
you
I
see that
don't know. That's what
relationship is
I'm asking.
getting, when you see the relationship is like getting, like starting to go a certain way, that could be a month into it. Not 6 months or 8 months later.
And that wasn't a deal
It's
breaker for you?
He's not
no,
saying he wasn't having sex.
no,
No,
because
I'm
I'm
asking him when he found out from when his wife said
legacy,
she couldn't have
please.
kids. For you, that wasn't a deal breaker?
No, let me tell you, I met my wife when I was already older, like I guess more.
Seasoned.
I just knew better. Let me say that, and it
Seasoned.
wasn't a deal. It was not a deal breaker because she's a terrific person.
Plus, you already had
Okay.
children.
I don't.
Did,
I don't have kids.
did you
Don't
already
have
have
kids.
children?
Okay.
Nope. Never been married before meeting her. Nothing. No kids. No. I've never been married. That was my first. I met her when I was 35 already. 35,
Okay.
something like that.
So Jose, you don't have any children?
I do not have any kids.
Okay. Now I have a question for you. Do
Yeah.
you, because of the agreement, and I understand both of y'all didn't have children, but for you, do you feel, not from her, because before you met her you could have had children, do you
Mhm.
feel like you're going to not have a legacy to carry on you?
No, I don't. I don't. I'm not that type of person that has that. That feels that way about it. I don't really. It's not a. There's a lot of kids in this family. She has 25 nieces and nephews because she's one of 10 children, and all her
Oh
brothers and sisters
wow.
have kids. That's her side. And my side, my brothers have kids. So that I'm not gonna leave a legacy that's from Jose. No, it doesn't really. It's not really that important to me, honestly.
Okay.
I guess you could say also I was selfish. I met the right girl. That's how I felt about it.
He sounds
And
selfish. I met the right girl. At least you
I mean,
honest.
ain't nothing
yeah,
wrong with
I
it,
met the
Jose. I
right
mean,
girl, and I didn't care. It was it was more important to find the right person. To me, if kids came, great. If they don't, hey, it's not
That's
for everyone. Also,
that's
having
what I
kids
was
is
gonna
not for
say.
everyone. Okay, I'm telling you.
I was getting that thought when you had said that you hadn't and you met her older, because if when you met her you were already older and you hadn't had children before that, 35 having children, most men aren't trying to have children at 35, so like statistics say that time frame,
Yeah.
they're going
I
into the
mean,
other
and
fun sports.
she's only 2 years younger than me. So I was actually 37 when I met her. Now I did the math. I was 37 and she was 35, and she had already tried to have kids with her. She was married before, so she had tried to have kids, and she went through certain treatments, and it didn't work out. So it, you know, I didn't care. A lot of people have
Well,
kids. Too many people.
y'all
People that
gonna
don't
be
need to have kids have kids.
if y'all believe well enough, y'all might be like Sarah.
Like
Go to
what?
commercial. Go to commercial.
Again, moving on. This is Black History Month, and keeping in tune with Black History Month, I found a very interesting story on, I think it was Instagram. Um, Black Excellence, the youngest school teacher in America, is a 16-year-old black female. Check this out.
This story is so impressive, inspiring. It's just, where did you guys even start? Like, what age? You've done so much.
I started college when I was 13 years old. At 14, I graduated with 2 associate's degrees on the same day, and I could tell you that day was insane.
The same day?
The same day. And that's when, at 15, I graduated again, making history at Langston University. Langston University. And now I'm 16, a third grade teacher, the youngest teacher in the United States. And working on my Master's of Business and Administration and Marketing. So I will finish my MBA in the spring, and I'll make history again at 16 years old.
What do you want people to know?
That's so awesome. What a show off. Totally a show off. I love it. That's awesome.
Isn't that
But it
great?
ain't tricking if you got it.
Absolutely. Super big
That
hand.
was awesome.
Yeah. When you're 16, you're really cocky. And she has what she's doing is like unbelievable. And she's like tooting her own horn. I love it. That was awesome.
I had a friend growing up. Her name
Yeah.
was Naomi Nash, and I mean, we started elementary school together, and then like by 4th grade, she was like leaving, and then she was leaving middle school while I was still in like 4th grade, and then she was leaving high school, and I like was going through 4th grade, and I'm like, well, damn. There are some super genius people out there.
So Juicy, at that point, did you feel stupid?
Yeah.
I felt stupid. I feel stupid right now when I saw that video. Are you kidding me?
Look, I'm gonna tell you, I am a very smart person, but I do not have study ethics, or at least in high school or in school, I did not. So I had to do that to get my grades. Whereas other people I knew could get it. My twin brother, he didn't have to study; he just could get the grade. But my kids, they are super smart, and they be want me to help them. And I be like, I am your teacher, and our school is Montessori.
Okay.
You gotta work at your own pace. No, I'm just playing. I teach them. I'm capable. But yes,
You said they go to Montessori?
No, yes, I run a Montessori school. It's called
You do?
Adwale to Learn.
My wife's nephews, some of them went to the Montessori system in Mexico where they're from, and it's very good. I mean, at least their experience has been amazing.
Well,
There.
my children attend home school, and it's
Okay.
Montessori style. And
Okay.
and I feel they enjoy it. 2 of them have wanted to go to regular school after they finish school with me. So,
Okay.
like, technically, like Nas and Niamki graduated before they started high school. I would not let them start high school unless they had completed all of my requirements. So then they start high school and they end up being kind of one of the smartest kids in their school, but they don't toot their horn like that young lady there. They are
But
very modest.
her achievement is
Her
probably
achievements
what's
are.
given her that. You
Yeah,
know.
that's what I say. I would if I could. They didn't even want to. Like Niamki had opportunity to dual enroll. He did it. He didn't like it. He stopped. Like you could be finished with school. I'd rather go to college. They like to be at school.
Yeah.
Not me. If I'd have had the opportunity, well, shoot, senior year, I had one class and a deal with the teacher.
I had a nephew, Joshua, that passed away a few years back. But prior to him passing away, because he was in a wheelchair, he went to school, and during the summertime he would be bored. So he told the teacher, "Can I come to summer school?" He didn't have to go. He had passed his grade, but
Wow.
every year he would go to summer school just to be active to do something.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can enroll in your local junior college or state college that's in your area, and you can enroll as a student in high school, even middle school. You can take those courses.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot like how she said she completed 2 associates and she graduated the same day. She was enrolled in more than one program. She
Right.
did the coursework, and
She's probably
all you
taking a
gotta
lot of
do is be
classes.
dedicated to work. Say that again.
She took a lot of classes because if you're doing 2 degrees, you have to take the classes for each degree, and some may be the same, but
Yeah.
you definitely have to take more classes than a normal, if you're enrolled in a regular program.
So
That's a lot of work. It's a lot
some
of
will
work.
be the same. Let's say 50 credits of that 60-hour associates would be the same. And then the
Yeah.
other 10 would be towards your discipline. But the thing about it is a lot like if she did psychology and education, she didn't state which they were. I'm just saying if they were,
Yeah,
those
I know.
two match each other.
Though they have a lot of
Arts,
things in common.
business.
Yeah, those will
Right,
have a lot of
right.
classes that are in common, but still, it's a lot of
And
work
none of this is easy.
for a
And at
14-year-old.
16, right, I was just saying none of that's easy because the
Crazy.
dedication is I don't watch TV, I don't
Uh
have
huh.
friends, I don't
Yeah.
play video games, I don't do anything but do my schoolwork and enjoy myself. She might enjoy herself like church.
Hey Johnny, what's up, cousin?
It's a great achievement.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
But I like it. She said, and I'm gonna make history again.
Yeah. Well, check this out. We have immigrants before vets, and this is something that was chosen by the Democrats. I forget which state it is, but this came from TikTok. So let's check this video out.
Breaking news out of Maine. Here we go, guys. Maine Democrat says illegals take priority over U.S. veterans and push for new migrant resettlement office. Yep. Illegals before Maine veterans. Mills and Democrats are building and providing illegal immigrants with taxpayer-funded high-end housing while hundreds of veterans remain homeless. That's right. In their mind, if you fight for this country, you're a nobody. If you break the law to come into this country, you're a somebody. I can't, for the life of me, understand what goes through these people's heads when they do stuff like this. These men and women right here are the reason why they can make these stupid decisions. Everybody in Maine needs to be calling their representative right now and putting a stop to this. Stay safe, America.
Legacy, you want to talk on this?
I talked a lot about it last Friday, and it seemed like more and more states, northern states, are taking attaching themselves to this, and most people don't. I'm not gonna say most people don't understand. Most people don't pay attention when you're giving out that type of money. on top of debt that we are already in. New York just adopted a $53 million budget to fund that same thing in New York. Now Maine is doing it. The American people don't understand that when that type of money is issued out, the taxpayers are the ones that replace that money with interest. So it's not like they just got a place where they just go get money and say the government say that they're going to take it out of their pockets and they're going to fund these things. They're saying if the American people, and regardless if they want to pay it back or not, we're already attached to their well-being of being able to make money. So all we're gonna do is take it out anyway. So to those that don't believe it's happening, all you got to do is go look it up. They talk about it. It's in Washington. Just last Sunday, while most people were watching the Super Bowl and attending the Super Bowl, they also was trying to get that bill passed without half of the people who's supposed to be at the Senate to actually get this bill passed. There was just enough of Republicans there to oppose it. And each state can do what they want to do with up under the guidelines, but we're definitely finna go into we've been in a recession. Watch the depression, because American people are gonna get tired of being taxed about money that is being given to other people, especially before we give to our veterans who have gone to war, had arms, limbs, eyes, body parts taken off of them for the sake of the country, but then turn around and being put on the back burner for other people that have not at this moment gave any blood, sweat, and tears to this country in any type of way. That is a problem right there. I yield.
I see so often that the vets in this country seem to be suffering or being neglected in so many ways, with different services, different companies, different benefits, different businesses, different opportunities. Me as a notary, even as a notary, I give my vets a discount. I don't do it for free. Like if somebody calls me like, I'm a veteran, can you do this for free? No, baby, I can't do it for free, but I can give you a substantial discount. But free is not in my vocabulary. But yeah, so I give my vets definitely a large discount, but they have to have the VA Veterans Administration ID to prove that they're a vet. Don't just come here and say you're a vet. And with that ID, I do give them a discount. And I was just wondering, Jose and Juicy, you two run a business. Do y'all give any type of incentives for vets?
Nope.
I do.
Never come across one, anyways.
I
Never
give
have.
incentives to vets. I want to add to a different perspective, but I want to say before I shine that light, I am a daughter of a veteran. I'm a ex-wife of a veteran. My grandfather was a vet. My brother. I got nieces. I am for veterans, and I don't agree with how they're being treated. However, let's look at what a true soldier is. That is a person who signed up, like he said, to fight for this country. You signed up to die for this country. We see that as an honorable thing, but a lot of people do consider that to be, excuse me, because it might offend some people, and I'm gonna give my apology now, but this is some people's opinion, and it's showing in what they are doing. But if you do not care about yourself enough to stay alive and you're going to sign up to die for your country, they already did their service when you signed that contract, that while you're in the service, they're going to take care of you. They didn't say they're going to take care of you afterwards, because you didn't take care of you before you. You jeopardized your whole life for the country. These other people who are coming into the country, they're not invading. They're fleeing for their life. They're saving their life. So they're seen as someone coming in wanting to live. wanting to thrive. It's a whole different idea and perception.
What you just said proves what the man just said.
No, I
That
did
if
say
you
that. I said that's how they think. So
no, listen. What you just said is what the
You
man
might
just
want to
said.
let the immigrant say something. You
He
might.
said that if you are a soldier and you're going to die for your country, you're not looked at as somebody. But if you
no.
are an immigrant who is coming into the country, you're looked upon as somebody. So
Okay,
when you
but
said that, it
I'm not saying
resonated
he's
because,
wrong.
huh?
I'm not saying he's wrong.
I know you didn't. I didn't say you said. I'm saying that what he said and what you said coincide.
Right, but so that helps people have a different perception of what's on the floor. The floor of this, first off, the United States of America is a corporation. And in
Yes.
their business plan, it is to have production. So if they
See,
got people coming here to thrive and survive and make their money, how they immigrants come and work for cheaper than what we willing to work for. Veterans are here and they feel I serve my country. They look for discounts. And so people look to them as they're not here to work hard for their way like an immigrant is.
Do you mean, Kate, when you say that, when you say people, or do you mean
I'm speaking of the
corporations?
government.
Yeah, corporations.
Corporations.
can I say
I'm
something?
speaking of their business plan.
Oh, sorry. I
Go ahead,
didn't know you
Jose.
were finished. Um, we have a problem right now with immigration in this country that needs to be addressed, and it hasn't been addressed. As a result of that problem that hasn't been addressed, people continue coming to this country as they normally do, whether it's through legal ways or extending their visas or just crossing the border and asking for asylum. So what's happening is that people in the border states, specifically Republican states, are transporting those immigrants to other states in retaliation for to Democratic states in retaliation for the Democrats and the Republicans not working together and trying to find a solution. So you're going to have states like New York, which is New York is considered, probably one of the most liberal states in the nation after California. So you have you have these immigrants that are being moved from the states that they're crossing into Maine, New York, and other states. What's happening is you have the state, it has these incredible amount of people that are coming into their state, and they have nowhere to put them. Now, the news that you posted, or the information that you posted, talks about how they're going to provide for them these apartments, but it doesn't tell you the second part of that. And it's clearly stated, because I looked it up. It's clearly stated. I knew that this is going on, but the second part to that is like they are expected to get on their own feet eventually, get their if they get their asylum and they get everything, they're going to get their social security number. They're going to start working, and they're going to have to pay back that rent. Okay, so they are expected to become legal in the United States, to become a part of the system and start paying their taxes and start paying their own way. So these
Jose,
are not people that
when
are
you
going to
say that, let me ask you
stay.
a question on top of that. Let me ask you a
They're not
question
going to
on top of
stay
that.
living off of the government like.
But nobody assumed that.
Like
That's
that.
why Juicy
No,
said
no.
that when people. That's why
I'm not
Juicy
saying that.
said that most people that come that are immigrants are
Absolutely.
workers.
So that's what I'm saying is like when you're a veteran, it's a permanent thing. These immigrants are gonna get a hand. Because they have nowhere to they don't know what to do with them. There's so many. And these states that are supposed to be handling, they don't want to handle it anymore. They're passing it on. DeSantis sent, some to what was that, Rhode Island, or Martha's Vineyard has a bunch of them that they got. They're spreading them all over the country. So governments have to put these people up somehow. I guess they figure they have to put them up, but they are expected to get on their own, get their shit going, and they
But,
get their
Jose,
papers.
again, I want the question that I wanted to ask you, right? Tony has a friend who's been trying to come into this country. And how long has it been since he's been trying to come into the country, Tony?
8 years.
8 years.
From
He's
which
doing
country?
it. Hold on. He's doing it the legal way.
Huh?
Hold on, Kate. He's doing it the legal way, and he's probably moved along just as slowly. In 8 years, he's paid an attorney and all of that. But what you're sitting here saying is you want the American people to believe that it takes at least, but what's the time frame to become an American citizen in the United States the right way, and what all the requirements are that you have to have in order to say that you are an American citizen?
Yes, I do.
It at least takes about 5 years, don't it? So for 5 years, you're gonna say, because from what they say is 8.3 million immigrants have come in under the Biden administration. So in those that are here, you're saying that our government is going to cause the American citizen to pay for their housing, for their wages of
that's
living.
not what I'm saying. That's
No,
not what I'm saying.
I'm making a statement, because what you
That's
said
not what
is
I'm
they're
saying.
going to become eventually one day a part of the working environment.
Let me tell
and
you.
they're going to pay this money back.
I'm going to tell you probably more information than you know about this particular topic. My wife, when I met my wife was a Mexican citizen, national. She lived in Mexico. Okay, we got married, and I did the process, her immigration process for her. I did it myself without the help of an attorney. When you put in the documents, you don't get approved until much later. But the government gives you your working papers. 3 months into your application, you have your social security number, you have your
Was she your wife? Was she your wife?
Yes.
So that negates.
Wait, I'm not talking.
That
Listen to
bypasses
me.
that.
Listen to me. No, it does not. These immigrants are asking for asylum, and until they get their date, they will get work permits. They will get all that, so they can start doing and producing something until
Should they be able to vote? Should they be able to vote?
No, of course not. They're not citizens. They got to become
That's
citizens.
what they're trying to do.
No, they're not. They're first things
Hold on,
first.
Tony. Tony, see, that's how I know you don't be knowing, because this is what we just showed it last week.
They are giving them the right to vote, Jose.
Where?
New York.
They already did it in New York.
No, they can't vote. They have to be citizens.
They did.
They already did it in New York.
Listen.
They passed the bill.
Half of the stuff that you hear, it's not true. Okay. Half of the stuff you're presenting.
So half of the stuff that you say can't be true either. Then.
No, because I know the search. I know I've done the.
They do too. They do. So how am I to take your word? How am I to take your word but not take their word?
That's not what's happening in Maine. Okay, let's stay in Maine.
But I asked you one simple question and you answered it, and you said that it can't be done. Tony just verified, because we showed it last Friday, that in New York they're passing a bill that the people the immigrants they're trying to pass it, and it's passed to where that if they're there they can vote.
You know what? If that is the case, that's not the purpose of coming into this country. This is a party.
It may not be the purpose, Jose, for them coming. It may not be the purpose for them coming, but the reason that they're doing it, the government, the Democratic regime, is being able to get votes.
Wait, so what you're telling me is that the people that are coming here are more interested in voting. That's not what
okay, let me break it down for you. Let me break it down for you, right?
You don't have to break it down for me. Just answer the question.
The government is more interested in them voting.
Exactly. So that's not. We're talking about.
Say what, Tony?
We're talking about the immigrants that are coming to this country, and they're going.
I can't hear you. Wait till Jose done, and then I'll hear what you had to say.
We're talking about these immigrants that are going into different states that are being given a place to live, but they're expected to get on their 2 feet and start working and start paying back that rent, or getting out of
in about 8 years.
No, it does not take 8 years.
What I'm saying, Tony, is this: I'm not saying that not one immigrant that came over here don't have the intentions of being productive. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the reason that it is being flooded the way that it is because they're trying to create enough votes. Because guess what? If I'm an individual and I'm allowed to sneak into the country, get work access and everything, and I'm able to, and then I'm allowed to vote. So the people who are coming in understand that the Democratic Party is the one that let them in. Who do you think those votes are going to go toward?
The Democrats.
Exactly. It makes the voting process unfair because I'm damn sure gonna vote with who helped me in a situation, then I compare it to who did it. And if you add up 8.3 million votes so far that we can at least say 2.3 that's in New York of immigrants that's done made it there all across New York, those votes are going to throw the election towards the Democratic Party.
If you think that while the Democrats are trying to get more votes doing things like that, and the Republicans are sitting in their ass and have not been gerrymandering in this country for the last 100 years to include to exclude minorities from voting, then you are, even though you may have a point about the Democrats, you're missing out on what the other side is doing because both sides are doing it.
I don't claim not one side, Jose. I don't claim a Republican side or a Democratic side. But what I do see is real. I see realistically, and I know what they're doing.
This is not an issue that you and I can resolve unless we ask our politicians to sit down and fix the immigration issue, not talk about it and talk about it and talk about it at length and not do anything. And at the end, they both are benefiting from everything that they're doing. Okay.
Well, we both. I agree with you in that part, Jose. But I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. But what I'm not gonna sit here and say is let people tell our people that's watching this show that these people that are who haven't done one iota of anything in this country should have the ability to be created as a member to be able to vote and change the dynamics of what the election should be about. If they come over here and they seeking asylum, that's fine. But there's a right way and a wrong way. If I go into a store right now because my children are hungry and I can't feed them because I don't have money to feed them, at that moment when I walk in that store to go steal, and if I get caught, guess what they're going to tell me? Put your hands behind your back.
I agree with you on that. I totally agree. 100% agree with you on that.
So anybody that came over here illegally should put their motherfucking hands behind their back and get put in the can like I would if I went in the store and stole.
Legacy. The people that are coming to this country asking for asylum, there is a law that allows them to do that and go through that process. You want to change that? Talk to your politicians and start asking them to change it, to get together, sit down and change the law.
Jose, we know that ain't gonna happen. We know that ain't gonna happen,
everybody that's doing that process of asylum is doing it legally. There is a legal.
You did not do it legally because you didn't come across it the right way. That's illegal to cross the border.
No. You cross the border and you ask for asylum. If you're from Mexico, you won't get it. If you're there are a certain number of countries that can ask for asylum, others are not. So if you're
repeat it again, where are they coming through?
If you're crossing the border and you're coming from a country like Honduras, for example, Honduras has a protection. They can.
What country are they coming through?
They're coming through Mexico because it's
okay. So at that moment, we can't differentiate between if you're Mexican or not. All I know is at that moment you brought your ass over illegally.
No, it's
them people ain't gonna care. Them people ain't gonna give one goddamn dime or cent or care if my child is over there at the stove on the stove and I needed this goddamn pork chop. to feed my child. They're gonna say, put your fucking hand behind your back.
Legacy. You cross the border with your passport from the countries that are allowed to ask for asylum. You show your passport, you ask for asylum. That's not illegal.
These people ain't walking showing no passports, bro. Why are you watching this
You
shit?
know what I'm talking about. I'm just telling
All
you.
right, I want to comment.
They're coming
Can
from
I
those
comment?
countries.
Huh?
Can I
Jose is
comment?
talking about if they're coming from those particular countries.
And that's
I'm
why
not
I
talking
asked
about
him, where are they crossing from?
All I know, they say they
the
gonna
only
jump your
country
little
that they can
short
cross
ass in
from
the
Legacy
alley.
is Mexico because it's next. It's next to us. It's our board. It's on our borders. It's the only
So
country
when
that
you're
has a
coming through
border.
Mexico,
Come
guess what
on,
that looks
come
like?
on.
It makes you
Why
look
doesn't
like
that
you're
happen?
crossing illegally.
Why doesn't that happen in Canada?
I
Why
was
doesn't that
Why
just
happen
doesn't
in
about to
what
Canada?
happen
ask
in
that.
You know,
Canada?
I'm
I was
surprised.
just about to ask that.
I'm surprised how we have this double standard for the two different borders. Is it because
No, we don't
everybody's
have a double standard.
white
Because
up
when
there
black,
and
let me
everybody
tell
else
you
is
something, we don't
brown
have a
down
double
there?
standard. Because when black
You
folks
have
come
a
from
double
over there in
standard.
Jamaica, sneaking in here, Haiti, sneaking in here, you know what they do? They put their ass in a can and ship their asses back. They don't give a fuck about an asylum. So I don't want to
Big
hear that
facts.
bullshit.
Because not every country has asylum rights. That's the
I
law.
don't want,
Because
if you know these people are
because
running for their lives, what it's
because
about is you need
legacy.
these voters because guess what? Most Mexicans and Salvadorians and people
Legacy.
that you just talked about come in this motherfucking country and work like slaves for slave wages.
All right,
DP,
legacy, I'm speaking now.
DP, go ahead, DP.
Yeah, I'm going to speak now. I see what asylum is, okay? I do see legacy's point of view. I see
Jose.
Fortman's. Wait, what's your name, bro?
Jose.
Jose? Jose?
Jose, yes.
Glad to see you, Juicy Cake. I love you, sis.
Hey,
Tayama, you know I got love for you. And my boy, my only brother from another mother, same father, Anthony, Tony.
What's up? What's
I'm
up?
glad I'm here. I've got good connection, you all. I have been on a sabbatical a little bit, but I'll leave that alone. I'm here. I was just given a 30-second commercial break, Legacy, so I can break the ice, okay? So for those who are watching, okay? So I do see what we're talking about, okay? I believe that the point that I'm going to translate for our viewers and for those who are on our show, okay,
Oh boy.
they do not have any protocol for Haitians and Jamaicans, all because who left? Oh, Tayama. I love you, Tayama. I don't know why you left. This is the good part. All right, I love you too. I forgive you, Tayama, if you're listening, or you go back and watch the show. Okay. Um, I believe if you're going to do it for one race or a culture or a custom of people, you need to have that set across the border for all. Okay. And so when Jamaicans and Haitians do come to the states, they have some of their they have some of their rights violated, which is civil rights. Okay, violated. Okay, and they can't ask for asylum. Okay, or asylum, or however you all want to pronounce it. Okay, that word is real, and that word has not been used from other communities. Okay, I believe that we have to, as a people and as a nation, we have failed to actually provide certain things to all. Okay, and as our preamble would say, and our Constitution says, and actually, let's just go to our preamble. We are the people of the United States in order to form a what?
More
A
perfect
more
union.
perfect union, establish what? Justice, ensure tranquility, provide for the common defense. Let's just listen to that and say ensure when we talk about the preamble, okay, you all, when we talk about our constitutional rights, okay, we have been compromised, okay, by what we would say aliens, okay, all right, and so we we the people of the United States, not talking to our representatives and our senators and our government, we the people should be able to help in building this perfect union that our government has not done in years, okay? They have not established justice for all. They have established justice for who they want to, okay? And when we talk about the ensuring of domestic tranquility and providing for the common defense and promoting the general welfare, that doesn't say the general welfare of the United States people. That just says general welfare. So when we talk about general welfare, we should be looking at the promotion of the general welfare of all. Okay, so if we're going to treat asylum to a certain group of individuals that have those rights because we have some type of const- uh, some type of protocol for that group, we've got to have it for all. Right now, in the state of Indiana, okay, have a civil lawsuit right now going. In the Haitian community has filed a civil lawsuit because they feel like their rights have been violated because they're not just able to freely come to the state of Indiana and get driver's licenses, okay, where they have to provide all of the citizenship requirements. Okay, and now if you know what's going on in Haiti, you all, there's a lot of things going on in Haiti where they're not able to get to their documents because that has become a corrupt nation. You all. Okay, thank you, Tayama, for coming on. I know you went off for our 30-second commercial. I thank you for coming back to with us. Okay. But coming back to asylum, I want to make sure that we're clearly communicating and not making this um, a unjustifiable conversation. I'll tell you this conversation is unique, but also I want to address that a lot of, of, of different cultures and customs and traditions are not allowed to become citizens of America and not allowed to have rights in America because our system has been corrupted and compromised. Okay. So asylum will not work for anyone if it's not working for all. Okay. So I know we talk about it, but the logistic and strategic plan is to have equal rights for all. It's not about what we have for a certain group of individuals because a certain law or certain rule have been in place. We have seen presidents make executive orders for a certain group of people, okay, where
Hmm.
it should not be constitutional to make an executive order just for a certain group of people. If that's the case, let's call over where they actually violate the rights of Latinos or
Yep.
Mexicans or Mexicanos because of the
Mexicans.
drug industry in Mexico. Let's call over the reparations for Black Americans, okay, that has lost a lot of land because we were moved away from our land. Let's call over all of the Indian territories, or let's call over the Indians that were kicked out of their reservations and forced to leave their reservations that were stolen their freedoms and their rights. Okay. And I'm saying that because we have a group of cultures and a diverse culture of people on our show right now. You're Latino, Jose, right?
Yes, of course.
I I'm Indian and black, okay? And I see that we have some beautiful black sisters on here and some handsome black brothers on here, okay? And educated black brothers, educated Latino brother, educated black sisters, okay? Not to say you all last, Juicy Cakes and Tayama. I'll always save the best for last. So that's why I said black women last, okay?
Get you some tissue because your nose is brown.
Amen. So let me help you all out, okay? So I'm coming back to our main point right now. We do have a compromised America, okay? And I don't believe our representatives or our senators can solve this problem because this problem has been going on for years. And let's go back to the preamble where it says, if you can mute your mic, okay, thank you. Okay, and to secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. We have allowed ourselves as a nation to get away from our original traditional documents that were founded in the summer of 1787. That was 52 word paragraph that has actually framed our work of what we were supposed to go by from the beginning and now. And we've done gotten away from a lot of traditional things that could actually save us from some illegal activity of anyone that's not a citizen of America to come over here and have free rights that some other nationalities are not giving. Okay. I've got Haitian brothers and Haitian sisters that come to me all the time and say, "Hey, why we can't get this? Because of this and this." I'm like, "Oh, don't know." But I just talk to them and say, "Come on, yeah," and that just means how are you, you know? Or if I have some Haitian brothers or sisters come to me and say, "Comment allez-vous?" or whatever, I say, "Hey, ça va." Some of them speak French, some of them speak English, some of them speak Creole. I'm sorry, I don't speak a lot of Creole, but I let them know I'm parler en français de temps en temps, okay? But and my brothers and sisters in the Latino America community, I always say, "Hola, ¿qué pasa, amigo?" I may not know their language, but I know how to get in and out. What I'm saying, in America, we got to get back to getting in and out. We have focused on the wrong things, and it has not helped our American people. And it has violated the rights of American people and has compromised the whole system. And the whole system's corrupted, if you ask me. Okay, because all
I agree,
all
Donald.
all of the rights of our people are compromised, and we should not be passing $9 trillion of America funding to go elsewhere when we're all needing our funding to stay
Donovan,
right here.
Donovan, I got
I
a
want to
question. Go ahead, Kiki.
because I like how you brought in the one of the things that they say
I'm
we
still waiting for the
stand, our
point.
country stands on. But a lot of people forget, like, there are so many different books that have different rules and regulations that
Mhm.
people stand on. And one of the things that we stand for when we pledge allegiance, like, they only state, "I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America." But the rest of that says, "In full glory, rejected now, shines in the stream. 'Tis the Star Spangled Banner. Oh, long may it wave over the band of the free and the home of the brave." And where is that band who so violently swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, they confusing people, a home and a country should leave us no more. Their blood has washed out their foul footsteps pollution. No refuge could save the hireling and a slave from the terror and flight of the gloom of the grave. I'm going to stop and pause right there. If y'all for one moment think that when they built this nation and they built their business, they included you, all 16 shades of blackness, wake the and think again.
That was beautiful, Cake, that you was able to pull that up. But I got
Yes.
a question. I mean, I'm for real. I got a real question. Could y'all imagine 8.6 million Jamaicans, Haitians, and Africans flooding the borders, talking about they were taking asylum? Do you know what would have happened at that border? The same people that stand there and let them go by right now would have had the green light to shoot and slaughter those same black souls that are trying to get in here on asylum. And guess
I
what?
believe that.
Guess what the vast Americans would be saying? They are criminals. They're coming here to rape, pillage, steal, tear our nation apart. And guess what they would have been doing? The National Guard, the Army, the Navy, all of that shit would have been at that border ready to kill 8.9 million black people. And everybody outside of African Americans almost would have been okay with watching it. But almost everybody who has, especially on the Democratic side, who views this as people running and trying to save their lives. Just like Donovan just said, if it's not going to be the same for everyone, then it can't be any for anyone,
Let
whether
me
they
let me
about to
interrupt you.
die or
Let me
not.
interrupt you. Let me interrupt
Can
you real
you let
quick.
me interrupt him instead of you?
No, I'm gonna do it first, and then you go after me.
I
Cause
think
it
you're gonna say
says,
the same thing.
cause it says the answer to his question or his statement is, "Oh, thus it be ever when free men shall stand between their loved home and the war's desolation, blessed with victory and peace. May the heaven rescued land
Mm.
praise the power that have made and preserved us as a nation." Then conquer we must when our cause it is just. And this be our motto, and God is our trust. And the Star Spangled Banner in triumph shall wave over the land of the free and home of the brave. So the brave are the people who come here because they seek an asylum, they fleeing from their land, so they free and they brave. Those who sign up to die are not brave, they're cowards.
Say
Y'all
that
got to
again.
wake up and read this shit for what it is.
Say that again. Say that again.
I wouldn't use the word cowards, Juicy, but hey,
No, that's what they say it as.
Okay.
I don't agree with that. My
I was just gonna tell
father,
Legacy that 7 years ago, uh, um, a candidate for president told his constituents that the Mexicans were coming here to do everything that he said just now
7 years ago,
about this year. Yeah, when he was campaigning for president in 2016, he said that they're bringing their rapists, they're all that every single word that you used, exactly like you said, describing how the Jamaicans would be described. He did.
mm-hmm,
He described the Mexicans that way, that they
mm-hmm.
were bringing that they were sending rapists and this and that and all that. Yeah,
But
yeah,
the
and it
question
wasn't a
is,
Democrat, by the way.
but the question, but the statement that I asked you was, do you think that would have been the same way?
Which, what way?
Do
For
do
what?
you think?
If the
Oh, you said
reaction,
do.
oh, okay, so you're talking about if the immigrants would have been a bunch of Jamaicans and Haitians and blah blah blah.
Yes,
That's why I said what I just told you. It was already done, but instead of being done to the Jamaicans and the Haitians and of the blacks, it was done to the Hispanics, to
Again,
the
I'm asking
browns,
you what
the
I hear you
Mexicans.
when you say that, but you're still negating to answer that question. What do you think would have happened?
I'm answering the question the way I want to answer the question. I'm telling
Okay,
you that
well,
it already
I
happened.
got your answer. I got
It
your
already
answer.
happened, is what
Donovan,
I'm telling you. I'm
Donovan,
telling you it already happened.
it ain't happened. No, they ain't went out. Blacks ain't never got that close to do all of that. So the question that I
Yes,
asked
they
Jose,
already. Oh, so
Hold
so
on. Actually, blacks did get there. When all those Haitians showed up at the Texas border, it is still hundreds of Haitians missing.
exactly,
So
what you
asses
it's
would
say,
have
still
been
Sid?
hundreds of
Sid,
slaughtered.
for the
Haitians
people in the back,
missing.
they what? What happened to them?
oh man.
Oh,
They
they
got
went to where?
slaughtered.
Not only did you have marshals pulling up on horses beating African Americans, well, Haitian immigrants with a fucking whip like we was Viking slave time.
Go to
So when
work.
we
Go to
having this
work.
conversation and everybody acting like they did not see and did not know a year and a half ago, y'all gonna miss
Yeah,
me
I
with this
remember it
stupid
now.
ass conversation.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm not saying that we can miss them because people are
So
people.
so that is why I'm not commenting, because it's real dumb that y'all actually arguing about this when you seen it on TV. Immigrant or not. Stupid.
All I said was that it was already done in the sense that the what he expressed as what they would say about the Jamaicans. It was already said
But that
about
ain't all.
the
But that
brown
you picked
people,
out
the
what you wanted to
Latinos.
answer. What I said before I said
No,
that
no, I
was,
did not.
what do you
No, I
think
did
would have
not.
happened if 8 million blacks would have came across the border? Do you think they would have been
Same
able to
thing.
just walk?
The same thing that happened to the Mexicans when they were campaigning in 2016. Same thing they said. They've already said it about the Hispanics. Okay, That's why we're
Do
all in the
y'all
same
do
boat.
y'all
You don't
remember
think we
seeing
are,
some
but we are.
Hispanics being slaughtered, beat down, coming across the border?
And the fact
Exactly.
that you're still arguing this makes no sense to me.
Well, let's move on because it's about that time. You right.
Well, I had two more videos, but we went over, so we'll just hold these videos to the next show, and let's go ahead and close it out.
No, you got it. You in they lane. What you mean you got it? You need to get over here.
Y'all see that gangster right there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was on
No,
mute.
don't be sorry. We like the live action moments.
Well, listen,
So let it
y'all.
rip.
DP, I wish you'd have got
Yes,
in a little
sir.
bit earlier. I know you was having trouble with the with your Wi-Fi at the time while I guess you was driving. But
So I was at the hospital with my grandmother. Okay,
how
so
she's doing?
She turned 73 today, you all, and she had a minor setback this weekend. Yeah, one of my
Happy
grandmas.
birthday.
Yeah, one of my grandmas turned
She got overly
71.
excited for her birthday.
Say it again.
She got overly excited for her birthday.
That's what it was. The doctors couldn't find anything, you all. So she was in the hospital for 2 days, and then my other grandmother's birthday was a couple days ago, and she turned 71. So I always celebrate my people. So if y'all hear me celebrating right now, it's because I love my people, and you love yours too. And if you were on this show and you were having a birthday, guess what? You would be talking about your people too. So I just
Guess
took
what?
30
Guess
seconds.
what, DP?
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
my motherfucking birthday. I'm sorry, it's tomorrow.
I'll be calling. I'll be posting it too, girl.
And you missed our birthday party for Tony on Friday.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tony. You gotta forgive me because I've been on my sabbaticalness with this, and it's not the show. It's just Donovan. Like for the first couple months of the year.
Okay, I forgive you.
Thank you so much. I feel the love.
Well, listen.
We missed your red cup.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Listen, this is what I want to do. I definitely love these type of topics. And y'all know I do. But we do run out of time, and I wasn't even supposed to been on here this long. Because I'm exhausted. But some people bring it out. And I'm glad that some people that be on here bring out reserve energy that I keep restored for other things. But since I ain't right now, then I'll use it on the person that brings it out.
Thank
And I
you, Jose,
appreciate you
for
helping
bringing
me
it
get
out.
through the show
Well,
tonight. But
I need you to light your candle back then. When you gonna do us with no Vaseline, you gonna have to do it by candlelight.
I'm a minority in this group, so
How?
it's legacy. Legacy speaks more than half
I
of the
thought you
time
said
that
you
we're on.
speak Spanish.
He takes on 50% of the time here, regardless of the topic. You can't say anything. You can't talk. He wants to talk all the time.
Listen,
And
you
for those
got
who
to
are
be.
watching and those who are listening, Jose is not a minority. Okay, any of us on here is not a minority. From the last time I saw that the majority of people are actually colored. So we are not the minority. We are the majority. Peace. I'm yielding.
boom,
That's
boom.
what we want Legacy to do. Yield, but he won't.
I got the motherfucking gavel, baby.
See?
I got the gavel.
It's not just a gavel, it's a motherfucking gavel.
He gathered you.
Shit. Damn. I'm gonna start using some Spanish curse words.
What you gonna say? Bessie mi culo?
No, that's not we don't use that.
Listen, y'all. We got to get ready to get up out of here. We're gonna go ahead and bring DP. Are you with me? Let them know, D.
Hey, this is D Phipps and Donovan Phipps, the one and only. And you can check me out on DonovanPhipps.com, Instagram, D Phipps Live. And don't try to look me up on Facebook because I am out of friend requests and I will not accept your friend request. I love you all and I appreciate you all. If you have more questions, please email info@DonovanPhipps.com. Peace.
If I look you up and you don't friend me, I'm gonna come flat all your tires.
Hey,
Girl,
you know
I'm
what?
still waiting, sis.
I believe it, Tayama. Y'all heard that? She's doing a P Diddy move,
I
y'all, and
heard nothing.
we're going. She's doing
I
a P
heard
Diddy
nothing.
allegedly move. Okay.
He
Hold on, D.
he did not
We're gonna go ahead and
say.
bring out the O and the J. Jose, let them know, baby.
I'm Jose Alvarez. I'm the owner of Boynton Mobile Service LLC. I'm a mobile notary. I can take care of all your notary services and needs. I'm at BoyntonMobileServices@gmail.com. We come to you, speak Spanish. I work together with Anthony AB, my friend, and just coming live at you here, you know?
Why don't you give us your phone number and your email?
It
How can we
wasn't. I
reach
gave
you?
my email. My phone number wasn't there, so I didn't read it off. I'm a
Gotcha.
little. I'm a
What?
little tired now.
That's our minority brother right there, Jose.
Oh my
And we,
goodness.
In this group, I am for sure. Right now, that's all right. That's okay.
you sound like you pulling a race card.
His phone number's there. Your
It's
phone
right
number's there.
there.
My phone number is 561-703-6541. You guys have it. You never use it, but you know it's there in case you ever need. My email address is BoyntonMobileServices@gmail.com. Just remember my name, Jose Alvarez.
Hey, Jose, you say they have it, but what?
What?
They never used it.
You say they have it, but they have your number, but don't what?
But they don't ever use it. You never use it.
They got their Jose. We're going to go ahead and bring out the juiciest cakes in the business. My sis, Cake, let them know.
Yes, so you can find me here every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show. 1 second.
That's it? We can't hear you, Cakey.
Oh,
Your voice went out.
Facebook, Nicole Purse. Instagram, Miss Beautiful, or TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. And I don't know if you heard me, but again, every Tuesday and Friday on the ATL show, 9 o'clock-ish, front and center.
What time?
I wanted to say too, Tayama, pay attention. He did not say he will accept. He let everybody know. Y'all heard what she said.
KK, what time you say our show start?
That was a promise.
9-ish.
9 o'clock-ish.
9 o'clock-ish. Because, I mean, what time? I don't know what time to be here by.
Hold on.
She
Listen,
said it
y'all.
like she get here at 9-ish.
9-ish is good.
We'll go ahead and bring out the boss
Let's
lady.
go with that.
Tyson's mama. My sis, let them know, girl.
You can reach me at Tayama Copeland 1 on Facebook. You can reach me on Instagram at Tayama01. And you can actually call Tyson's number, which is now the 954-873-6659.
Ain't nobody got no goddamn business calling
That's
that
it.
damn number.
Hey,
You
y'all heard
love
what
the
Legacy
attention, don't
said.
you?
Don't call his
God.
nephew.
God
Legacy yield. Legacy yield. Jeez.
Please, Legacy, please yield, brother.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and bring out the boss man, the one that makes it possible for all of us to gather amongst one another and enjoy each other's company and time and insight. The one that's a pain in my side, but I love him dearly, my brother, AB. Let him know.
What's up? What it do? I'm yours truly. I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias under Anthony Brown or The Anthony Brown Show. That's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also email me at theanthonybrown.show@gmail.com, or you could text or call me at 561-768-3710 for any show ideas, suggestions, thoughts, visions, likes, dislikes, concerns, complaints, comments, whatever. I take it all. So you can text me, you can call me, or you can email me. Please follow my Facebook page. It's called Anthony the Writer. I share information over there quite frequently, and words that I live by, and so should you. And that's, you got to grind until you shine.
Yeah. And y'all know who it is. It's Legacy the Great. You can reach out to me on Yield.
I thought you had already introduced yourself. My God.
Yield, Jose. Yield.
You're impossible.
You know who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. On Facebook, you can reach out to me up under our Dream Williams. YouTube, you can hit me up on the Legacy the Great. Also, my email is legacyunlocked@mail.com. Business purposes only. Dealing with legal situations, advice, dealing with getting inside of your car, you locked out your car in West Palm Beach, Cape Coral area. You can hit me up at 229-630-7615. Can't get me there, you can hit me up at 561-907-9129. Definitely we want to thank everybody who participated again. DP, Jose, K, Alma, Tony, Legacy, and all of the black people and white people who have strived in this horrible country, that have helped throughout the injustices. Martin, Harriet, Malcolm, Garvey, Madam C.J. Walker, Frederick Douglass, W.E.B. Du Bois, Rosa Parks. I don't know really other than sitting on the bus, and whoever that other dude at the bottom is. But we want to just give a shout out to you guys. We appreciate the fans and everything like that. We're nothing without you guys. And in my words that I live by, ATL, ho,